Well, you know, we're not different in age that much, but I feel like I've been entertained my entire life by you. It seems like every movie memory I have includes you, so I want to say thank you for that, first of all, for
Well, you
being
are
smart of that.
more than welcome, because if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be able to do this. I get permission to entertain, you know, in such a variety of ways. So you're welcome.
Awesome.
Big time.
And through the years, we've seen so many dynamic, memorable characters. And again, now with Moose, in your mind, where does Moose fit into that hierarchy of all the amazing characters and very unique characters that you've played through your career? Where would you put him now? Or is he high because he's special, because he's new? He's like the
Well,
new one?
he's definitely special to me for many reasons. But, you know, the more different or unique a character is, the more fun I have in portraying. The more I can hide behind a character but give him my heart, but still give you a different take on a different definition of a character.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you break it down, let's say someone like Robert Shapiro, who is this kind of, you know, a lawyer that is of a very specific type, but very different than another character I might play, that like the lawyer in Civil Action, or let's say Edna as a woman in Hairspray is very different from the Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. So the reason I'm saying those things is because I like differences,
Mm-hmm.
and I like defining a character. And this character gave me so much to be different about that I could lose myself in the middle of him.
You just pretend all day, that's all you do. Anybody can do that. Anybody can do that.
There's no way to break down a character like this and unfold him in the allotted time that we have. It's impossible. There's so many layers to Moose. But if you had to find it like a pinpoint a word that drives him, I know I had one, but is there one from you fleshing him out that you were like, this word, if I can just use this word to blossom from, kind of defines who Moose is and the things that he does?
Well, he's utterly and eternally hopeful. You can't kill a spirit, for sure. He's believes in his unrequited love. You know, he believes that, you know, if this person that were to meet him, they would hang out, they would love each other, they'd be the best, they'd share movies, they would do things together. And everybody, I think, has a little bit of Moose in them, because they everyone fantasizes that their favorite athlete, their favorite musician, their favorite artist will love them the way they love you, and you fantasize about how that could be. And he just won't give up. He cannot believe that this guy, this movie star, does not feel the same. Once he realizes every DVD, every piece of memorabilia that he loves him more than anybody. So how could this guy be bullying him? How could this movie star mistreat him? So he gets confused and discombobulated, and you know, the movie star keeps chipping away at his integrity of being an honorable fan who loves Hollywood. And he will, I even think, without giving away the end, that Moose would come through that and use the damage as a sign of winning over something.
Mr. Dunbar, I collect autographs, and I bought your vest from Vampire Killers. It was $300. See?
And he's passionate. Everything he does, there's a seated passion that's just
Absolutely.
like he just embraces it all.
He's like Peer Gynt, this character.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because a very famous acting coach years ago said to me, Peer Gynt. And I thought, well, not literally, because I don't know if that's, you know, current, but I think she meant conceptually.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what this character is. He goes for every second of his life and commits to it, and articulates his concerns and his for being the type of guy he is. He's pretty clear on what his MO is and why,
Mm-hmm.
and doesn't edit his thoughts, which
Right.
is kind of wonderful.
How do you guys find celebrity houses? How do you find them?
Why do you ask?
Well, is it difficult? Is it difficult to find famous people's houses?
Well, I mean, sometimes it can be tricky, but I mean, we have our ways.
Do you think that it would be difficult to find Hunter Dunbar's house?
I can't think of one good reason why you, of all people, should know where Hunter Dunbar lives.
I want to see how successful he is.
And from the moment we see you coming down the street on the scooter and just coming into the shop there at the beginning through the whole film there, Moose has these tics and these quirks about him. Was that all lined out on the page, or how much of that was what you brought to him once you said, you know, this is how Moose is going to move and act, and
Yes.
some of the little quirky things? How much of that was?
A couple were written,
Mhm.
and the other I had to create, because in order to keep the through line of the over the line, let's say nuking the line of celebrity fan, I had to justify his behavior. So I added more to put him on a kind of spectrum that made you understand why. There's a certain moment which you are aware of where he does some serious damage to a person, and he clocks it, and then he goes off into logics that are not really making sense at the moment, and then he gets distracted by a chime, and then it's as though the thing he just did never happened. So in order to do moments like that, you have to put him in a different state of awareness.
Yeah.
And so therefore you could invite certain other tics that shocked you, that invited justified behavior. So it shocked you when he did it, but you understood it, versus not having a disagreement with how could a guy do that. You go,
Right.
well, of course this guy's gonna do it. He's been doing it all along, you know.
Exactly. Well, it was so organically done. You did a fabulous job. We wish you good luck with the film. I know it's going to be fabulous. And thanks
Thank
for your
you.
time today and for always coming to see us. Always a
It's
pleasure.
my pleasure. I love coming here.
Yeah.
And thank you for your support of this movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a little movie that needs a lot of help, you know.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I know your passion will bring it through, though. It's going to be
Thank you.
fine. Yeah.
Thanks.
Good.